Illuminator. This week's lesson is going to be a very short one for reasons you will soon find out. We have gone through quite a lot on this path so far, and because you're on it, I am going to make the assumption that you're really dedicated to your work, you're dedicated to your healing, your growth, and your thriving, and that you take self mastery pretty seriously. As a result, we can often get caught in the idea that we need to be in constant growth motion, that we need to be in action towards growth at all times. And that's really not true. And it's actually counterproductive to the end results, that thriving, boldly satisfying life result that we are working towards here. And I know we did a past lesson on how to use fun for your best and highest good. And I hope that you are still doing that because it's so important. The other element to that is rest, taking breaks from the self mastery work, from the growth, from the striving and the thriving, and just being, just allowing life to be as it is, and to let the work that you're doing, the growth and the healing, settle and process. Our bodies have to keep up with all of this that we're doing in the mind and the spirit and the emotions. It actually has a physical toll on us. As we know, everything's connected, and it can become overwhelming. We often get to a point of burnout because our body is demanding we rest. Let's not do that. Let's not get there. We don't have to. It's just like working out. If we're building muscle, actual physical muscle, you got to have the recovery days in between for the muscle to actually tear and repair itself, which then grows the muscle. Same thing with this self mastery work. Rest is imperative. So this week, with this very short lesson, I don't want to take up your time talking about rest. I want you to just get out there and do it. I don't want you to focus on self mastery this week. I don't want you to do any assignments. I don't want you to go back and review anything. If you're part of other groups or other meetings, or you're doing lessons or courses elsewhere, I want to encourage you to just take a week off. It will be okay. Everything will still be working within you. This stuff will still be processing. You'll still be growing. Believe you me, I took a sabbatical years ago for quite a long time. And I said, I'm just not going to focus on the growth stuff anymore, yada, yada, yada. It still was going on. We can't, once we open that door, we can't really shut it. It just continues to happen. And we don't have to always be in action around it. We can let what feels like passive processing continue, though it is very active, I assure you. So this week, go have fun, go get outside, do what you do that helps you relax. Just enjoy the benefits of the life that you have been building through this self-mastery work. And don't just do it for this week. Find time, create it in your schedule for rest and relaxation, and to not always be striving, to not always be active in your growth. Just like with fun, where we planned big fun, we planned weekly fun, and then we found ways to bring fun into our day-to-day lives. Same thing here with rest and relaxation. Big rest plan, maybe that's a mountain cabin where there's no electronics and you're just in nature all week. That would be a big planned rest. A weekly rest might be setting aside a day or an evening or an hour, whatever works with your schedule, to just unplug and actually be in a state of rest. And then how do we find it in our day-to-day? That can be as easy as taking a pause to breathe and to just come into the present moment. It can be any of the techniques that we talked about in Where to Find Happiness, that past lesson. We can use opportunities, being in line, being at stoplights, being on the toilet. I know we don't like to talk about that, but as moments to just be, and just be in a state of not thinking, not in that hamster wheel, right? We can build that into our day-to-day as well. And that's what I want to encourage you to do. So your assignment is a kind of a non-assignment where you're not focusing on self-mastery. and you're really focusing on rest, relaxation, and allowing your body time to process and catch up with everything we've been doing these weeks. So I'm going to keep it short and I'll leave you there. Go hit a hammock or the beach or a mountain creek or whatever helps you feel rested.